Hello and welcome to Backyard Bullshit. I am your handsome host, Kyle, featuring the wise and beautiful Dom and the intelligent and the smart DJ Track Runner. Today we are. Okay, stop. Wait.
Today?
I am not saying that bullshit. This is that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
That was so fake. Look, I got into the character. Don't judge me.
A little bit.
All right. Well, bump that. Welcome to Backyard Bullshit. Today we're gonna give you just a basic, overview of who we are, what we do, and of course, fall in love with us in the process. So let's start with Dom. Being that you won't be giving me looks.
Are you serious?
That's right.
Why are you
Tell us who you are, what you do, what was your life pre-COVID. All that other great stuff that the people want to know.
Dom.
Dom.
Yes. That's all you're gonna get from
Who
me.
is
Dom.
Dom?
Who is Dom? What do you do?
Former Texan chick. How about that?
Former Texan.
What's that mean?
Born and bred. Used to shoot people. No, I don't no more.
We shoot people.
I'm
Did
kidding.
we get that on camera?
I used to shoot people.
No, I'm kidding.
Starts podcast, goes
Right.
to jail.
Right.
Audio engineer / composer. You know how I do.
You're a composer. What's that? I don't know what a composer is.
What kind of foolishness?
I don't know what a composer. For the people that are watching, what's a composer?
We do music for film, TV shows, games, commercials.
Are y'all like the ones who like put the music, like the songs already in the movie, TVs, and film, or like?
It's kind of like music without the lyrics. It's kind of like put like a more, how should I phrase it?
Symphony?
No, it's kind of like it gives you more of a feeling. So if it's a sad, you hear like the sad music pop in, that type of stuff. Or if it's action, you'll feel it.
Oh.
It kind of emphasizes with the screen what's happening on the screen.
It's like custom-made film music.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much.
What instruments do you use?
Oh God.
Well, shit, I want to know.
Jesus. I use either percussion instruments, drums, or like the piano. If I need a guitar, I hire somebody. I can't play no damn guitar.
Oh, so you be playing a little?
Unfortunately.
Oh, for your funkiness. Okay, what about sound? You said something about sound.
Oh, audio engineering?
Yes. What's that?
Seriously? Well, anyway. So,
I don't know.
anything from
Shit,
mixing
I'm
to
drinking.
editing to recording,
Okay.
whatever. I like to do live sound.
Oh.
I'm trying to get into post-production, though, but...
Oh, like live sound for like live TV shows, live.
For artists who like singing live, bands, or to a track, whatever.
Artists don't like singing live. What do you mean for artists who like singing live? What's the alternative?
Holders who are singing live. You know what?
I got you.
I almost called you something.
Okay.
We're friends.
So how was your life? Right, we're friends. Remember
We're
that.
friends, remember.
So how was your life before COVID? Like, I can imagine that's been a lot living in Los Angeles and doing
Well,
shows.
I lived out here. This is my second time living out here. The first time it wasn't great.
Okay.
Ended up homeless.
Oh,
But
no.
second time, just I realized you need to network with people, kind of get your name out there, and I'm not a people person, so I had to get out of that.
You're
But-
not a people person.
Really,
Oh.
bitch? Yes, me, no.
I'm
Dom.
flabbergasted. What do you mean?
Oh, you're such a dick.
Dom, nervous in public?
How dare she be nervous
You
in
know what? I'm
public?
gonna take a sip on
I
y'all.
thought you
Y'all
was a
just-
Texan.
I'll just take it.
But I stayed to myself.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So were you like booked? Like what?
Well, the school I went to kind of helped because like there was a lot of live performances. So
What school did you go to? I know, but for the
Los
people watching.
Angeles College of Music.
Whoop, whoop,
That's
whoop,
how we all met.
whoop, whoop, whoop,
I'm
whoop,
not gonna play with him, Lord Jesus.
whoop, whoop.
You can
And
kind of
this
see
is
our feelings.
the person. This
Oh.
shirt, yeah, my old roommate / LSEM grad as well,
Her name is Michelle.
Michelle Leclerc. Yeah,
Oh, so you did a live show for her.
I did. I used to live with her,
Oh.
but
Oh.
hold the hell on. Not, I'm so done with him. No,
She
But I
said
do-
no, it's okay.
but I do like her shit though. Her shit be, I like it.
Okay. So you was doing live shows.
Mm-hmm.
We did live shows, of course, Hidden Gems when we did our theme shows at Cabo Wabo, Hollywood. And then you were booked for tours, am I correct?
I was this year.
I'm
I
all up in your
was,
business.
man. Yeah, you
I
know a
know.
little bit. It was
Sorry.
too. I was like, damn it. And COVID, I'm like,
COVID ruined. How did COVID ruin your life, sister?
I'm
Tell
sick-
us.
doing security, man.
I know. I know.
I hate it. Hate
I
it so
know.
much.
So what are you doing now? Like, are you back into the scene now? I mean, like, what are you?
I'm actually, I'm trying to keep in contact with some composers I've met through the networking events
Nice.
I've been to and networking companies I joined.
Nice.
But yeah, I still talk to them from time to time, but I know some of them do want to link up with me to do the sound for them. So why not?
Boop 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 boop. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Anything else you would like for us to share? You know, about you and what you do and.
Oh no, let's go on to Butterball here.
Butterball.
Oh, that's a new one.
Oh,
That's a new one.
oh yeah.
Damn, I've gotten
All right.
so many.
What's up,
So
Peaches?
many. Never have I ever been called Butterball. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I am your Butterball boy, Joseph Ingram, a.k.a. DJ Track Runner.
Fick it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Born and raised from Sacramento. I started in the DJ game with, when I was like 16 years old, I started with, who is my actual roommate now. We were in a rap group together. We literally just kind of worked our way up in Sacramento from like,
Rap.
yeah. Yeah, white guy does rap. I didn't rap. I was the DJ. I didn't
Okay.
I didn't have to wear
You
any
spit bars?
Oh.
No? Okay.
Okay, Mr. Sprite.
What are you, Spinderella?
Yeah,
like salt, pepper,
Spinderella.
Spinderella? You
Yes,
just,
I'm Spinderella. Yes, I'm
okay.
Spinderella all the way. Nah, no MC skill. No, I can't say that. But nah. So we kind of started. Hey, I know. They know. Yeah, you know what I'm like live. But no, I worked with them for a long time. We worked our way up from like being openers into like headliners, and then that ended just kind of out of nowhere. We all just like, it was like we were a full band at one point. We had like a bass player and like a drummer and all that, and then that just kind of went poof out of nowhere. Just ran its course. Got like heavy into like the underground like techno and like rave scene. I absolutely love it. Like, you already know me. I'm a big house and disco fan. Ridiculously so. Ridiculously so.
Disco!
I mean, Dom, I feel bad. Dom was driving home with me the other day, and like I have all of my playlists, like every other song was like a funk or like a disco song. I feel like it was just like Chic, Brothers, like all that, just all that stuff. But yeah, and then after that, just kind of stayed in the rave scene. Eventually found a music business program at Los Angeles College of Music.
Woo woo.
Yeah, Los Angeles College of Music.
Guys.
Go
okay.
there. Go there. Yeah, and so yeah, that's met there, and
Good.
here I am now.
All right.
What about
So
our
how-
lovely host?
Well, before we talk about the handsome host, Kyle, what was your life before COVID versus after? I want to know about your DJ life. Like, what were you doing? How were you?
I mean, before COVID, we were throwing shows regularly
We were throwing shows.
every month.
Monthly.
Shows. I had DJ gigs in between that, little things for rappers on the side. I work a lot. It's like, it's weird. I balance both worlds with like, I was into like kind of like the club scene, and then also I'd help like rappers on the side individually. So I had a lot of that going along, and then I had gigs lined up for summer. I had a fun like little Marines ball I was gonna do later in September, and all gone. Poof, magic. So that's what COVID did to me, just single tear shed.
I'm sorry.
But we move on, we persevere.
So what are you
Here I
doing
am.
now?
Ooh.
Other than this.
Just preparing for 2021. I have like a mix series I'm working on coming up. More on that later.
Mhm.
And other than that, just kind of trying to stay creative and positive as possible.
All right.
So that is me.
All right. Well, cheers to Dom and cheers to Joe.
Cheers.
Yep.
Drum roll, please.
Oh hell.
So, it's me, your handsome host, Kyle. Yeah. Let me stop being so extra. That's part of my personality, though. All right. Before COVID, of course, I'm a music artist. I sing, I dance, I write, I get it on stage, I pop, yeah.
Pop,
I mean,
lock,
y'all see me.
drop.
Come on, stop playing. Y'all
I
know the
spin
head
it from
stop.
the top.
Man, before COVID, what was I doing? I was just graduating school this time last year. Shout out to LACM or Los Angeles College of Music. I have my associates now in the music business. Whoop. Yes. Shout out. Hi, Aaron. I of course was performing as an artist. We had thrown our shows. Of course, Hidden Gems is a company we started to throw our shows in Hollywood. So we had a nice little residency there for a while, and we was booking once every month, every other month. And my personal projects actually for the year 2020 was also to come out officially as an artist, right? So I had 4 singles and I divided it up by the quarters. I don't know if you all guys are aware, but we have quarter systems out in the music industry. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Right now, I believe we are in the late sides of quarter 3.
Yes.
So every quarter I was supposed to drop a new single. And I had the plan, mark it down. I had the band behind me. I had dancers. I had the directors, photographers, you name it. I had it in my pocket to really throw this into the 2020 year. And after the first quarter, which I released my song Famous, shout out to Peter for shooting an awesome video for that for me. COVID was like, no. I love performing, of course. I love being on the stage, so live performances was kind of my specialty, and due to COVID-19, it killed all my live experiences, or soon to come. I had negotiations to travel outside the country to perform, of course. Shout out to Australia, shout out to Kate. No, COVID said, sit your ass down. You're not going to do anything. And more importantly, like I had as an entrepreneur, I had things lined up for Hidden Gems. I had also things lined up for my other company, which is the Third Services, that provides consulting for brand development, doing choreography on the side, helping artists kind of achieve their means of being independent before majors swoop them up. Yeah, that fell low in between. So
I can imagine.
COVID had me like Steve from Blue's Clues, and like sing a chant, think. And like I love Blue's Clues. I had to really think and rebrand and refigure out how I'm going to do this. And now that COVID is still happening, right? We have this going on. It's a good idea. Thanks, Dom, for this idea to have this podcast or web series or whatever you want to call this fun ass time, right? I got back out there. I shot music video number 2. Shout out to Rob. Hi, Rob.
Shout out Robert for doing all of this.
It's all of this.
What's up,
He's
bro?
just chilling in the back. We see you. Working alongside with Robert, was able to shoot another music video of mine, and then through another close contact of mine, I actually helped shoot for her client, Octavian. Shout out to Katina. Miss PR Phil. Hi.
Everybody getting a shout
So
out.
Everybody's getting a shout out, right?
You get a shout out.
Right.
You.
Shout. We only shouting them out because they there. If they wasn't here, we wouldn't be shouting them out. I'm totally kidding. No.
Take the sip. Take the sip.
No, but so I've been, able to slowly build up the business as a third, slowly build up my brand as an artist, and just have fun doing what we can while we're supposed to be social distancing. Do not worry, we all had COVID tests. We are definitely negative, although I will not be seen as close to him. Sorry, I love you, but I love you too, but no. So, that's a little bit of what I've been doing and how I've been keeping myself guarded, so to speak, and drinking in the meantime.
And of course.
I gained 10 pounds COVID weight.
Of course, yeah.
I'm like sucking in my gut right now, so you can't see it.
Yeah.
Right. You're not getting this side of me.
Tell me about it.
I'm not
No,
gonna
but
lie.
tell me about it. Like literally the first 2 weeks when everyone was like panicking, I went to the grocery store once. I got there was no more toilet paper, so I got paper towel, flushable wipes, and a bunch of canned foods. And then I don't think I've ever DoorDashed so much in my life. In the first 2 weeks, literally every day was just because it was you weren't supposed to go out. There was the curfews and everything, so I was just like.
So can we talk
I got
about these
all
cans
that
of
weight.
chicken noodle soup in your car that we found the other day? Was that a part of the? Remember you said? All right. So I just for the background story, when we was preparing for this, there was 4 cans of chicken noodle soup in his car, just sitting there, and we're just literally looking at these cans, okay, why do you have so much cans of chicken noodle soup? And I'm assuming that was for
Yeah, it was
COVID.
when I first initially bought. I bought because I was cans. I was I need non-perishables, because everyone was freaking out, and so I was all right, I'm not freaking out myself, but you got to be prepared.
But you didn't have a can opener to open them, though.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you had a can opener to open them.
Not in my car, but like.
Oh, so you was
That'd be-
preparing for World War III.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it was. Yeah, it's what Doomsday Preppers. My garage is fully armed. No, I'm kidding. I have a fully stocked garage with a bunker.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-mm.
Well, when the pandemic occurred to me, I wasn't door dashing. I was doing a lot of pickups.
Okay.
Because I was too cheap to
I was so I was like, can't go
I
outside.
can just get it myself. And then actually it forced me how to learn how to cook a little bit more. I mean, I was cooking,
Yeah.
but I only cooked like certain things. And now, like I know how to cook a lot more than I did before. You know, you have my macaroni salad and my lamb, and you're not really getting it in on the. So like it really like. True story. It taught me how to cook and kind of develop my skills in the kitchen a little bit more. So thank you, pandemic, for that. Because I promise you, I'll be in at a bar tavern like every other night, just not caring. So that's what that happened. I remember we also had like them Clorox wipes like kind of go away. So I'll be just scrubbing away time to come in, or I would just like get my own like home remedy. I'll just get bleach, put in water, and just like go. But you're supposed to dilute bleach. You're not supposed to just use bleach in full, so it would turn my hands color. I was just really weird. And then eventually I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna live my best of my life. And you know, pretty soon, them beer deals started coming away, and then I just started drinking, and then I got crafty with the beer, and then crafty with the whiskey, and I gained probably 12 pounds.
Innovative.
Yeah.
Innovative, but at what cost?
I mean, I can't fit extra small no more.
There was an extra small.
There was extra small for men. I couldn't fit it no more. I was starting to look pregnant, man. I was like, wow. And then my pant size, I was a 28 before the pandemic hit. So I was 28. I used to fit them really well. Now I'm 29, pushing 30. And you know how you would be like, okay, well, I can still fit in my like weight. No, I put my pants on, everything that's 28 has ripped in the thigh area. Yeah, when I was working.
Damn.
Yeah, so
That's terrible. Ripping clothes is the worst.
Yeah,
I had that shit happen in high school. That was terrible. I ripped like the crotch of my pants in high school.
Was this
at like lunchtime?
Was this
It
before
was
or after
bad.
Butterball? She started it. I just have to.
Whatever.
She
dude.
started.
I don't even know where that. No. But nah, lunch running around literally just took a stride too long, and then it was just a rip from like the crotch down to my thigh, and you could like see my underwear. It was bad. It was really bad.
Oh.
But I mean, it was funny. I just kind of got to walk around, and everyone was like, "Oh, he was going a little too hard at lunchtime." And it's like, yeah, I was going hard at lunchtime, but you know,
Wow.
I'm here to show it, and I'm here to prove it. And I didn't get. It's weird. I didn't get dress coded. Like, because we had, like, the
You had
yard duties and stuff. You know how you get, like, dress coded at school for stuff, like high school and stuff? Did
Uh-huh.
you ever have that? Yeah. Like, I walked right by one, and they looked at me, and they were like, what? They just, like, were like, what the fuck, and kept going. But God forbid a girl wear short shorts. Sorry. Anyways.
So you literally walked around your school with
Just,
a whole...
so I didn't have a choice. I didn't have, like, a spare.
What
I didn't
school
have... Oak Ridge High School in El Dorado Hills, California. Shout out suburbs. Shout out NorCal.
I know I'm still on the hole in your pants walking around too, but we're just gonna ignore that little stuff. Listen, if it made you happy, it made you happy. I'm just gonna.
It was nothing I could do.
Okay.
It was like because it was before I could drive. You know, I was in high school before I could drive, so it's like I didn't have a change of clothes. I couldn't call my parents to come bring me a change of clothes. None of my friends had anything. Like it was just like, well, here I am.
Was it denim? It was denim.
No, it was like they were like cargo shorts.
Oh, cargo shorts.
They were like cargo shorts.
Got it.
Empty. Everyone got to see my underwear that day.
That is so gross.
I didn't get
Look,
teased
it could have been
for
worse.
it
You
though.
could have wore briefs. Can you imagine if you was wearing
That's true.
briefs
And
in
I
high
didn't get
school?
teased for it either, which was kind of weird. I was totally expecting to catch like some backlash for it.
Oh.
But
Aw.
here I stand confident.
That's a suburb school because that couldn't have been the hood. He would have got roasted all goddamn day.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course. No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that definitely makes sense. Well, Dom, tell us a little bit about Texas.
Seriously.
All about
Yes.
Texas.
All about Texas.
Oh, I
And they
don't
got
even
throw
know where to freaking
The boot
begin.
on the thing. Okay.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
If I want to find the best barbecue in technology.
At my brother's house.
My bro-
Did you know any celebrities
And back home, no.
What part of Texas are you from?
Fort Worth. Yeah, so like the only celebrities you'll come across are all gospel singers,
Hey.
like Kirk or Fred Hammond or whatever the case may be. I used to run across them all the freaking time, or Tamla and David Mann or whatever. Ran across them quite a few times, actually.
That's
Take
awesome.
me to the king. All right.
Oh God, no.
So did you have any holes in your pants growing?
Heck no.
I heard you
Like,
was quite the active gal.
Oh God. Not. Okay. So
Gal.
which part are we referring to?
Your active life. I don't know.
Oh, God,
Basketball, soccer, band, you name it.
Volleyball, basketball, and track and band.
Yeah.
You was in volleyball. I was kidding about that.
I was.
That's
Spike it!
But trust me, those shorts got shorter. And in high school hat, I was like, yeah, I'm not. No, I'll be y'all manager.
I can't imagine.
But I'm not wearing them shorts.
I cannot
And,
imagine.
like, no, heck, I'm good. Cause then track happened.
Oh.
Now the only
yeah.
reason I did track is to keep my speed up for basketball. Now,
You was running.
I'm
girl.
gonna do one hard sport to keep up my cardio and another hard sport.
yeah,
Love it.
and so I was in every relay, and I was always third leg.
Third leg. What's that mean? I've heard third leg in provocative
So you know,
times.
in
What-
relays, like first person, second, I was the third.
Oh.
I was always third in every relay.
Oh, did you win any? I'm
Heck yeah, I got plenty of medals.
Oh.
Yes.
Shining on 'em.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, what about?
But one thing that sucked though is those shorts were even shorter, and the people I
Wedgies.
ran with were a little fast. So they like to wear the shortest one possible. So I'm like, I'm third leg though, so my ass gonna be out.
So they were in
Wow.
briefs.
Pretty much. I'm like, thanks a lot, guys. Like, got my thighs and legs showing. Okay. And my ass is out. All right. Great.
Womp.
Even when it's cold.
Groundbreaking.
Whatever.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, I mean, how'd you go from all of that to music?
I've always done music. The first time I heard band play was an orchestra in the sixth grade. And that
Ooh.
made me want to join.
An orchestra?
And I love orchestras, yeah.
Oh, all that just classic music and it's going no violins.
Heck yeah.
I can't.
And of course, all my friends
I'll be
passed out.
asleep.
And I'm like,
that'd be me.
oh my God, this is awesome. Yeah,
In
that
the
was me.
club, just dun, 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 dun,
So
dun,
do you,
dun, dun, dun,
right.
dun,
So
dun,
you
dun,
stream
dun,
like
dun.
classical music and stuff like that when you're riding around?
Mm-hmm.
You don't give me the type, but I rock with that. I like that.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah, I like instruments. That's why I like. One of my favorite genres is classical and rock.
rock?
Yeah,
You like rock?
yeah, I
I
love rock.
don't know that you like rock.
Hell yeah, rock, R&B, gospel,
Yeah,
and classical
I-
was all mine.
Name one rock song this woman has played when we was in the car going.
I
Oh,
didn't think you
yeah,
guys would be
that's-
into rock. That's why I don't play it.
So, so when you see
Oh,
me, you just
but
automatically play R&B.
I like R&B.
That's racist.
Right. No, see, we're eclectic people. We like that. Really? Jesus Christ.
No, you did. I'm done with you.
Wow. Okay.
You mean you didn't just assume I liked rock?
I mean, I like, I like rock and roll. I like cherry pie. Especially in Bring It On. Like, hi. And when she gonna
It sounds like you've been to a strip club. You too?
Well, I mean, okay. Well, with that being said, I guess we can all compare our lives because none of us are from here originally. Like, I'm from New York City, Brooklyn. Unfortunately, I was into R&B and pop, like that kind of music. Maybe musical music too, because I went to performing arts junior high school. And don't roll your eyes. Listen to me.
Hey.
Musicals are amazing. All right. You was
Yes.
dream girling your ass the other day, so leave me alone. All right. I love dream girls.
I'm sorry, what?
I love my dream girls.
girl in your
Okay.
ass.
Come on. Shout out to Shirley Ralph. Original Dana, I see you, girl. All right. So, I was into that stuff, and we couldn't listen to like the alternative music, rock, punk rock. That was considered alternative music back in the hood. And then when I was growing up, we had Walkmans and like cassette players. I know, shut up. But we had Walkmans and cassette players. We had, remember it was in to have like not the regular CD players, but like the anti-shock. Because the first one I got, I was an anti-shock. Every time I would walk, the CD would skip.
Oh.
Listen, how growing up in the hood, and then eventually I got the anti-shocks. You was cool. You got that blue Sony anti-shock with the headphones, these motion
shit.
sections, and nobody like. Right, and then the iPods came along. And you got the iPods, and I got my iPod still. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But I migrating to this from where I'm from, migrating to Los Angeles has kind of been a difficult situation for me. That took me a while to get because the culture that I'm from, we're very assertive, we're very aggressive sometimes, and it may be aggressive to people outside looking in, but to us natives, it's just we just know what we want, and we don't waste people's time because time is money, right? Because time just goes up, 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 up. So when I got here, it's like the total opposite. The time still moves fast, but everything in Los Angeles is just real like laid back. And you know, here I am, excited, full of energy, like go, 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 and everybody's like, "Oh, calm down." Like that face right there. I'm tired of seeing that goddamn face.
Well,
that
Hunter,
face right there.
This is like, Hunter, you think that in LA they're kind of like chill?
They are very chill out here, extremely chill out here.
Yes,
are
we
you
are.
kidding me?
No, Texas is chill.
That's the South.
But when I came
That's
out
the
here,
SUUF South.
things were so fast paced for me. I was like,
I don't think so. I think it's okay to be late out here. In New York, no. On time is late. You have to show to work early. Like I promise you, it is. It's definitely a different. See, it's really like.
I said, where have you
on
been?
time. Like out here, when you go for an interview, I love the Angelinos. I love them to death. When you go for an interview, professional interview out here, it's okay to wear Converses and jeans. Do you understand New York? When you go to interview, even if it's for McDonald's, you have to dress up. Dress up. Like you have the job and you're working in the executive department. Out here, oh, bro, you know, just wear jeans and a t-shirt and chill. I mean, and that's good. I mean, that's cool. That saves me my budget for my album, for my wardrobe. But like, same time, like, that's real laid back. And then also, I guess when it comes time to like handle things and deadlines, out here the deadlines is really lax. In New York, the deadlines, they don't fuck around with that. Like it just.
They'll get pushed back. I mean, it just depends on who you're working with.
Right. I mean, well, you're from Northern California, so like, how is it different from Southern California? Because you know this is one state, and y'all treat it like it's two. So I just wanna.
It's like a total different type of person because it's like you really come like, I don't know, just the people like because being from Northern California, like it's like I'm from Sacramento. It's like the capital major city and all that stuff, but it never even feels like remotely as busy as Los Angeles does. Like not even close. Like it's like half the size, and it's just up there. People like I just like growing up and all that. It was like you set a deadline, you do it, you say what you're gonna do. You're pretty like it's pretty structured. Down here, I get called to do a last minute show, and I show up asking all these questions, and they're like, "Yeah, you just gotta go, dude." And it's like, what do you mean? I'm just supposed to set up and run this show by myself?
Right.
Like,
yes.
And they're just like, "Oh yeah, like you got it, man. You're totally good." And it's like, well, I mean, I guess, sure, like let's go. And it's just like it really just kind of like tries you as like a person because if you're not from here initially, you don't grow up around these people. It's different, It's just different kind of adapting to the just like the industry itself because you get into industry in like a small town where I was at. And it was like, oh, we worked our way to the top. We were fine. And you move down here, you start at the bottom, and it is 10 times harder. You have to do like 10 times the work to like move up the ladder.
That is so interesting. But
Like,
this is still one state. Like that'd be like me complaining about Buffalo when Buffalo was in New York. Like Buffalo, New York City is all the same. Yeah. It's still New York, or Yonkers is still New York. So I just find it baffles me how like California is so like northern versus southern. And I don't know if you guys remember, but sometime back when they were actually talking about separating Northern California and Southern, and they're literally being two different states with two different legislations. And I'm just like, but how? You guys are one state.
You still see, it's funny so it's like my dad lives in like northern California, like Sierra City, and it's funny, like going up there and going even north, you still see signs that say like, we recognize this area as the state of Jefferson. This is the state of, like, they just don't want to associate with the southern part of California at all. And it's like a totally different culture, and it's so weird. And you talk to some of the people up there, and they're just like, yeah, we're our own state. We want to have like open gun laws, like all this crazy stuff. Not trying to get political or anything here, but it was just like, it's really kind of interesting, like their thoughts and feelings on it. And it's just like, oh, I don't know, man. I think we're good, kind of just
that really,
how we are.
I guess that really not cracks me up, but that really makes it very interesting because California is not the largest state in the United States. Isn't Texas the largest?
No,
yeah,
Alaska
Texas
is.
Alaska and then Texas and then California.
Mm-hmm.
But Texas is still bigger than California.
Mm-hmm.
So are you guys like that too? Like we don't rap Houston and Houston don't rap Dallas, and is it all
yeah,
big
you
one?
just divide
Yeah,
it.
because I hate when anybody, if I say I'm from Texas, they're like, oh, Houston. Or they're like, oh, Dallas.
Houston,
I'm just like,
Dallas.
No.
You know Beyonce?
You know me.
No. And so I was like, yeah, no. Like, trust me, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, all completely different cities.
Bro, I only thought when you said Fort Worth, I thought that was just the airport that people just go through. And there's no actual town. I'm just being. I'm sorry. I didn't know like Fort Worth. I thought Fort Worth was just the area, and like Dallas is where you guys resided, and Fort Worth was like where like the industries and stuff in the factory plants happen. I didn't. Again, I'm from New York, so we don't. The
I've
South
heard
to us,
worse.
You have no concept of space.
we have no concept of space. No concept of space whatsoever.
I heard y'all be riding horses all day.
Y'all be riding.
Y'all look racist. And I was like, dude,
You got cowboy boots?
Yeah.
I see them cowboy boots. You got them cowboy boots. Saddle.
What
Wait,
cowboy boots
Wait,
did you
do you have
see?
cowboy boots?
No.
Ah,
Why?
wanted you
I'll
have
drink to
cowboy
that.
boots.
I don't even have
wanted
a
you to
cowboy
have
hat. But no.
Ah, did you have a hat and cowboy boots?
Huh?
So wait.
Wait, so
Did you have a hat and cowboy boots?
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
Those my cousins and them.
Okay.
Was
Okay.
playing cops and robbers or
Oh.
cowboys and robbers.
Oh,
or-
yeah?
And cops. And
Cowboys in Indy.
So
Yeah.
how is it like? I guess compared because you lived in you lived like you said you lived in a slower pace, right? And you considered this long. So how did you adapt to that? I can
God.
imagine because my adaptation was horrible. I just listen.
Well, I know for me, it was the first time I lived out here. I didn't have to work.
Okay.
So, like, I went to school full time, went to LA recording school, mind you. And so, yeah, I tried to make it as simple as possible while I was in school.
Okay.
But, of course, towards the end, it got harder. But one thing I did realize is that, the first time was more like a learning curve
Okay.
for me. I did adapt, but what I didn't know that the job market was terrible.
The job market's terrible out here.
It was. For me, it was at the time.
For
It was
what kind of?
Well, for anything really, because I would apply everywhere they would not know.
Are we talking entertainment industry?
No, just
Because-
regular jobs,
just
just
regular
to have
industry.
money in
Okay,
your pocket.
okay.
Yeah, they were, no.
Regular.
I didn't get a job until the second year, and then I was working at Kmart, and it was extremely part
The
time.
Big K, Rosie
The
O'Donnell.
big
in
K.
Burbank, yep. Unfortunately,
Big K.
yeah. I was
Okay.
there.
This man.
How was
Yeah.
that? Yeah, Kmart was the ish
The
before
Big
Target
K.
came. It was
But
Kmart.
I will say there
Walmart.
was a lot of soap opera actors that came
What
through.
city was this that you worked in?
Burbank.
Oh,
Burbity Bank.
Studio Capital.
Lord.
What WB is. I love that. Shout out to Burbank. Hey, Burbank, I see you. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess like with this, do you guys like have any like advice on anybody coming in? Because LA, Los Angeles, or Southern California, not NoCal.
Yeah.
No offense.
I don't care.
But Southern California is like the place where people come to make their dreams come true, right? You either go to New York, you go to LA.
Yeah.
Or, some there's little Tennessee or Nashville, we talk about music and Atlanta, but we'll get to that another
Yeah.
episode. But just living wise, like, do you have any kind of like advice or any columns about this? Because, it is rough. I know there were certain things that I wish people would have told me before I moved here. Like, for example,
But yeah.
you cannot shop for an apartment online. I come from, because I'm from New York, but I moved it from Atlanta, right? And in Atlanta, they have services where you can actually shop online for apartments, and they can approve and all that stuff. So when you get approved, if you get approved, you can literally just fly right in. Here, no, they need to see you in person in your face. And it took me, when I moved here in 2013, I want to say maybe 6 months to find a place to live. So I was crashing at a motel.
Damn.
Right. So I wish somebody would have told me, like that's the case, right? Because I had a job when I moved here, but I still didn't have rental history in California. So that's why I kept getting denied bid after bid. And then as far as like socially and stuff like that, again, me coming from an aggressive or assertive nature or executive call, sometimes what I would consider to be funny, what I consider to be normal, would not be normal to transplants, as a native Angelines will call them, or Angelinas here. So, I will come across as a little bit more aggressive or a little bit more like harsh. And I had to kind of learn how to bring it down and tone it down just a tad bit because of the culture that I'm in out here. So I wish somebody would have told me that, because it took me a long time to kind of adapt to that nature and function. So I guess for you guys, what would you have to somebody that's watching this? Because, hopefully there's millions of people watching this, right? We're going to put that energy in the world. But
Yeah.
there's somebody right now that lives in Nebraska that wants to talk, that's looking
Yeah.
to move to LA, even during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
So what would you recommend for them?
Duh.
Take a sip first.
Right.
So, yeah, what would you?
The imp
I think in terms of living, it's kind of more of like a don't always believe what you hear sort of deal,
Ah,
where it's like kind of
elaborate.
like it's they say if it's too good to be true, it normally is, and I feel like that's normally the case in LA a lot of the time. Is you stumble upon something and it's just so rare that it actually works out. Like I feel like you talk about moving in here and stuff. I feel super lucky that like to find the place that I'm in right now, because I literally moved down. I apartment hunted for maybe like a weekend, and at the end of that weekend, but that's the thing is we were meeting, because it's like we know, like mom, like when I was here with my parents, we knew to like meet people in person and stuff.
Yeah.
So we were just meeting like landlord after landlord after landlord, and all of them loved us, but it's like no one wants to rent to like two college boys. Like,
Nope.
Let's be real.
Mm-mm.
And
It's that stereotype.
yeah, it was bad. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's just you." No, it's a second guy too. Oh yeah. I mean, let us know. We'll be in contact. And it's like, yeah, never hear back from him again. But the place we're in now, it's like found it right as we were about to head home. We actually missed our flight. We canceled and rescheduled the flight to
wow.
come find the place. And I've been living there 3 years. So there's that. But when you move here, I'd say like definitely do the investigative work for yourself on whatever it is, no matter what it is, and also just in general, like if you're coming down here for like music or anything creative, I'd say just be ready to work 10 times harder than you think
That's another
you need to
episode.
work. I know, right? I know,
That's
right?
a whole go-to. Okay, I feel it.
But just because, like, yeah, I came down here and I was like, oh, I'm going to be ready to work hard and shit. And it's like, no, you think you're ready to work hard, and then it's like you need to work
right,
just
sit your
astronomically
ass
hard.
down over there.
Exactly.
Right, learn your Brits. Okay.
Exactly.
that
So,
makes
yeah,
sense.
that's...
Okay.
that's a whole...
What about you, Texas?
Look here, sucker.
Ticks.
I'm not going to. Okay, I have 4 things.
Oh,
Butterball.
four things.
Four things.
A systematic list of 4.
Right.
yeah.
a systematic
Number
list of
1.
4. Okay.
Try to get as much experience in your field as possible. Where really, sucker?
1.
What?
1.
Mm.
Like Diddy.
You know what? Mm-mm. Whatever your field is, again, as much experience as possible.
Okay.
Where you're at.
Okay.
So that way.
How do you do that? What if you don't know nobody out
Well,
here? How do you?
No, in your hometown, really?
I mean, well, your hometown, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
you mean
that's
before
what I mean.
you move
Before
here?
you move,
Yeah.
gain as much experience as you can in that field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have some evidence, because they want some evidence.
Oh, child.
Oh, I'm like, look.
Oh, child. Mm-hmm.
And then also gain experience in a field that's popular out here, in case if you can't automatically get the job that you want.
Well, what is popular here?
So
What is
security number 1. They're always looking
Security!
for.
Oh,
I'm so done.
So basically,
so
like
done.
have a day job, kind of have like a plan B. Yeah, don't just come.
Yeah,
No, that's a
yeah.
good one. I know too many people who come out here and they're just like, oh, I'm gonna make it off of music, and 6 months they're like living on someone's like balcony or some shit.
Exactly.
I mean,
And-
well, before I know you have 2
No
other
shit.
things, but I'm gonna just piggyback on that. Well, now we have things like DoorDash and Uber and Lyft, so it makes it a little bit more easier to the transition for somebody coming in to just do music, and it frees up more time. But again, we'll talk about another time. Go ahead, number 3,
But 3.
Lord, number 2.
5.
Lord
3.
Jesus.
I'm
Woo.
scared. What you
Really?
talking about?
Find a hobby, okay? Like for me, let
Did you
me
catch
explain.
that ding?
Yeah.
Find a hobby.
Yeah, like for me, I like going to the movies.
Okay.
So it keeps my sanity intact. I'm dealing with like a new surroundings and society and all this stuff. So that kind of helped me get some kind of sense of normalcy.
Are movies a hobby?
Movies are a hobby. Apparently.
Yes, so, you know what?
She goes to movies. She goes to movies. a lot.
Okay,
Yes.
fair enough. Yeah,
That's
no,
a
I know.
hobby.
Yeah, she's got.
That'd
Yeah.
be insanity for me, but that's a hobby for her.
Anybody
Yes.
needs any movie ever?
Just
Oh
go there,
yeah.
go see Dom.
Mm-hmm. Trust
Okay.
me. Conversations all day.
Come on,
And
film
then,
critic. Yes.
number
She's
3.
Roger and Ebert. Am I saying it right?
I'm not gonna play with you. But I could be though. But anyway.
I could.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Don't live with a couple. Do not live with a couple.
Insider,
It's excruciating. Don't do it.
insider information is needed, but yeah, it's not.
Don't live with a couple.
It is
Child,
not.
I
For me.
need some more drink.
You just don't do it.
You said we was gonna talk about that. No,
I
you
just-
should not live with a couple.
Just don't. You,
Don't. Ooh.
yeah, you're not gonna like
Don't.
it. No, don't.
Not all couples are bad. Wait a minute. Let's not give the married couples an issue, right? Let's not give the people who know how to coincide with a single roommate, because being single in Los Angeles is really rare and in between.
I see.
So clearly I missed that boat somewhere. But being single it's not really it's far in between. So maybe a couple that knows how to live with somebody single, or maybe that'll be kind of the best move.
Swinger couple.
I wouldn't recommend it, but yeah.
Why
good
wouldn't
luck.
you recommend it?
Well, because like, one thing I realized, I hear that they don't know how to balance nothing.
Define balance.
So
What is balance?
What is
love?
here's-
balance?
like there's too much of, how should I put it? So now, if you're living with a couple, depends on are they there together, or is it one person living there and they just happen to be with someone?
Continuously there.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the thing is that you're living with other people, so you have to kind of like balance that out. Like,
Yeah.
okay, sometimes I might need to go over there, or vice
Right.
versa. And I will say I have lived with two people that were couples. One was pleasant, one was not. But it's like I never want to live with a couple again. That's just me though. But I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're used to living by yourself. But
Piggyback into that, and then I guess we can kind of wrap things up with the final say. But piggybacking with that, I think for me, if we want to talk about rules with cohabitation, am I saying it right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cohabitation. I think it's for if you're living here and moving your own. I know it sounds so good to live with your friends and live with your friends and live with your friends, but it's probably the worst idea that you can do, especially friends that are in your industry, because as you know, sometimes we wear our hearts on our sleeves, and I think when things go south, because you're living with somebody, so eventually you're not going to agree on everything, right? There's going to be some kind of things going on. When things go south and you guys are in the same industry, especially if you're working together, that can kind of affect your business. So the term of never shit where you eat, don't sleep in the bed you made, that kind of comes to play for me here. And I think it's as awesome as it is to live with your friend, especially your best friend, and you're down for the end. Just think about, like, if you were a dancer, so to say, for example, and you have an audition with your friend that you're living with, and you guys auditioning for the same role. One of you get it, the other one doesn't. Now they're carrying resentment. Now that resentment is brought into your home, and now it becomes awkward. So you have to really kind of place yourself and know these things. And, it's really cool to, like I said, it's really cool to meet other people, live with other people, because, when you move here, to live by yourself is suicide, because the bills is going to drown you. So I think, it's good to probably live with a stranger, get to know somebody, still have your privacy in your space, but be open up to living with different people as well. I think that'll be really good for your sanity, because you don't take your work home with you. And I think also that it will salvage your friendships, because I can't tell you how many friendships I've lost trying to live or cohabitate with them. So I think that'll be really cool. I think your thing about, of course, living with couples and having a hobby is really good, because it gives work-life balance, because when you come to LA, be prepared to work at whatever you want to do, unless you are retiring here. Then you're chilling for the rest of your life, enjoying the sunshine. I think with your point, Track, it's really cool to do your research and really understand what you're coming in here with, and not being ready to slack, being ready to work on time. And to me also, again, and I will say this time and time again, understand that this is a very different culture out here than where you come from. And it's sometimes, it's not about conforming or not about not being yourself. It's learning to adapt to different and new surroundings. So I think that that'll be really cool for you to kind of do, and that's the mastery. Because, again, I'm from New York, I moved to California, that's great. Now people in California can survive in New York. So to have that adaptation, to know that you can go anywhere and kind of survive these major cities is a plus for you. That means no matter what life throws at you, you got it in the back. So I think that'd be really cool.
It brings me to number 4.
Oh, you have number 4.
One. I had 4.
I thought that was 3.
I had 4.
I thought it was 2.
This is, just right here, in your ear.
In your
Anyway.
ear, your whole ear.
Now, number 4, the last one is and this is the most important.
Number 4.
Find your tribe.
Find your tribe.
Find your tribe.
Find your
You
tribe.
gotta find your tribe.
Find your tribe.
You do. You gotta. I'm not gonna play with
I thought you
this.
said find your trap.
And you used to be a rapper. Like what? Like
I wasn't a rapper. Fuck.
Oh, okay.
I was
Yeah.
the DJ. I stood behind and just waved my hands in the air. Yeah, that's a whole other. Well, that's another segment of
Back to my
back
Yeah, she
stories.
said,
I'm not
excuse
play
me.
with you.
Okay, back to your tribe.
Number
Yeah.
4.
And that's the most find your tribe, man. Because you're gonna come across a lot of snakes, scammers, or people who are just trying to find people to see what they
Come
can do for them.
Yep.
And so, like, finding your tribe is like just like-minded people like you, whether it's from business perspective or a friendship perspective, and sometimes it could be both. And especially if it's like a business one, y'all become so close, y'all your own little family. Because I would say the first time I lived here, I didn't find my tribe, and that's why it was so
hard to
easy
do.
for me to just to go back home.
Yeah.
But the second time, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it different. I'm gonna try to find some more like-minded people like myself.
And look what the universe has blessed you
Yeah,
with.
and now I'm here with 4 years later.
Mm.
Did not think I'd be here that long.
Aww.
Yeah.
And then I plan on going back home after I graduated.
Aww.
And look at you here now.
Look at you now,
Mhm.
Texan. No, I agree with you. I think you should find your tribe. I think you should find people that will motivate you and inspire you to be greater, not keep you in the same spot. And I feel like once your heart's in the right direction and everything is happening and you've made it in your mind that this is what you want to do, I feel like the universe will kind of bring that people around you. And you'll be able to distinguish and notice the both, because there are a lot of bottom feeders out here. Not going to lie. There are a lot of people out here who are looking for a handout, not a hand up. And, you know, I think it can be really draining, soul draining when you have those people around you. And, again, to have people who inspire you to be greater, who keeps on you when you're not doing the best that you can do, that'd be really, 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 really great to have.
Yeah.
So that's a perfect way to end because, you know, like, I guess you guys are my tribe, so
We all have each other.
we all have each other. Don't hug me. All right. Well, this is Kyle again. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful episode. Can't wait to have many more. We'll be back here next week
Absolutely.
to talk about what we're going to talk about. My final words is love yourselves, love one another. Anybody else?
Stay true to yourself.
Stay true
On
to
that,
yourself.
stay true to yourself.
All right.
Don't do drugs.
Keep hope alive.
What do you mean drugs? Oh.
I'm kidding.
We sipping alcohol. It's considered a drug.
It's legal.
It was sarcastic.
Oh, it was
I
sarcastic.
thought that's what,
Oh,
really.
I thought it was sarcastic.
We're good.
I'm done.
All
Keep
right.
hope alive, bro.
Love y'all.
Love you. See you next week.